Oh, well, hello there.
Hello.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Kaylee.
And you are watching Roswell Recap. Welcome back, guys.
Ooh!
Roswell Recap.
Ooh, it is the Roswell Recap.
It is. It's Thursday.
Oh my gosh.
Which means we have lots to say.
Ain't that the truth?
Woo, I mean, episode 2, man. Like, wow. I wasn't sure because, like, pilots are hit or miss. I was like, I really like this pilot, but, a lot was going on. And then episode 2 came, and I just wasn't sure. But, I mean, I'm excited.
Also, a lot was going on.
A lot was going on.
Like, considering how much, I was like, oh, they're packing so much into the pilot, so then, like, the next couple episodes can, like, slow it down.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
It's full throttle, which makes for a very exciting show.
Yeah, for sure.
So, that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, well, especially being a new show. I mean, you wouldn't come out the gates and really get people into it. I mean, I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I watched the original, but I'm into it.
Yeah,
so.
well, because it's totally different, which we'll get into.
Yes.
But first, overall, what happened in this episode is basically it's the 10-year anniversary of Rose's death, and Max is trying to find out who shot Liz, and he's investigating a lead that he has. Yeah.
Liz is trying to come to terms with the whole events with her sister, and so she goes to Kyle and asks for the morgue report of her sister's death, just so that way she can really look and be like, okay, she was a drug addict. This is what caused this whole thing, and then they find out that it was actually a murder, possibly
Cover up, government conspiracy.
Handprints. What?
Ooh.
We don't even know.
Like on her face.
Her face. That
Like,
was a scary photo.
It was.
I was like, oh.
Well, at first, I didn't even notice that it was a handprint. I was just like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
oh. And what a terrible thing to see of your sister.
Yeah. And Liz's reaction was exactly how I would have been.
Oh,
just
yeah.
like
horrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was like, Kyle, like, you could have, like, eased into that a
Right.
little bit.
Well, didn't he say, like, I don't know if you want to see this, like, before that?
Yeah,
like, not right before, but like a little before.
He should have been even more like, no, like, you don't understand. Like, these pictures aren't great, so, like, just be prepared.
Yeah.
But it was just like, oh, okay.
Well, or he's a doctor, so he sees so many things that it didn't faze him.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, yeah, you're a regular person.
Yeah, every hour.
You're a scientist. You deal with cells.
Yeah, exactly.
Not bodies.
This is the real world.
Yeah, exactly.
Man up.
It'll be our secret.
Another one. Handprint's fading fast. My feelings are real.
You change your mind about our secret, no lock will keep me from you.
So yeah, it's this 10-year anniversary, and everyone's feeling it, obviously. Liz's dad closes down the cafe for the day, not only in remembrance of his daughter's death, but apparently they've been getting a lot of vandalism on this day over the years, which, again, I'm like, what is up with this town? Like, fucking get over it.
And they're so racist.
So racist.
It was like it would just be like, Mexico. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, what is wrong with you people?
Man.
But it was like, basically at every opportunity, probably every scene we saw Wyatt, he had something, go back to where you belong, go back to your country, whatever. So it's definitely more than just, because of your car crash, you killed my sibling.
Yes. They're finding a reason to basically be even more racist.
Yeah. So that's telling of the country right now.
It is true. It is the current climate that we're in. Yeah, so this one we're back with, Max and Liz being all like,
will they or won't they? But as opposed to that sort of just teeny romance that we had in the original, this is much more adult, and there's so much more at stake here. It's not just their emotions and sure, how they care for each other. There's so many underlying things, which make it really interesting when she says, hey, you know, I can't do this right now, but after this day's over, let's kiss. Let's meet up at the hill. We're gonna kiss. And he's like,
who called that last episode?
I was like, it's not gonna happen because Anyway,
because things unfold.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. Whereas there's just so much more distrust between Liz and Max. Really, mostly on Liz's side, because Max does trust Liz. He's afraid to tell her things, but not because he doesn't trust her.
Right.
But obviously he knows a lot more with what happened with Rosa, but he is not being forthright about that.
Right. And it's probably protecting Isabel and Michael because I'm assuming they were all involved in some way, shape, or form. And it's also like he doesn't know how Liz is going to react to that.
Right.
Being part of her sister's death. So
she'd want it be brought to justice.
Yeah, for sure.
Which could mean in some way it's going to out the fact that they're aliens. It's going to out that they have powers. Yeah. Like, it makes it, whereas, him telling her, yes, I'm an alien, I saved your life, is one thing. But having her know everything,
right,
and then she's going to start running her mouth,
right,
that's when he's like, I have to protect Isabel and Michael, regardless of me choosing Liz over them multiple times.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that whole thing, like, when he, like, vigilante'd in.
Oh, man.
When Michael and Isabel were, like, throwing knives and shit.
What was up with that? Woo! Like, these, like, creepers walking in being like, hey, they're Liz.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But Liz is like, whatever. Yeah. I'm not afraid of you.
That's what I do love about this, Liz, is she's like, okay, bring it. Like, even though she's scared, like, she's scared shitless, but she's putting up that, like, bring it.
And it's not in the same way. I feel like there's something about, the Liz before that she just was so unsure, and she was kind of scared of so many things.
Totally. Yeah.
And she's just like, I mean, even the fact she knows he's an alien, she thinks that he could possibly have killed her sister. Yeah. But she's dancing with the devil.
For sure. I was actually really surprised that Max let her see those memories, because if you were somehow associated or affiliated with the death of this girl's sister, like, I know that he was probably working really hard to control what memories he was showing her. I was just really surprised with that, but I also feel like for Liz, there's some of these things that he's doing that this should let her know, like, yes, he knows something. Or he knows probably who did it. However, he wasn't the one that did it. You know what I mean? Because, like, why would he show her all of these memories?
Well, do we know that he didn't do it?
Well, I don't. But I'm just saying, like, if I was trying to rationalize this, I wouldn't think, okay, so he's showing me memories of my sister, and, like, that was being vulnerable with me. Like, he didn't have to do that. Right. And also, he did not have to save her life. If he was really a selfish alien that was just about surviving, and, like, murdering people.
Well, that's clearly not true. And we know that.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like,
but we don't know that he didn't kill her.
That's true.
I'm wondering, are we going to discover something about Rosa? Did Rosa find out maybe about the aliens? And so Isabel and Michael were like, well, we can't. We have to kill her. Or something. Who knows?
Well, and then we did see Max Rage Monster
exactly.
in this episode.
Could he do that?
No.
He could only really heal.
No, he can only heal. No, because Michael's the one that, in the original, that had the concussive
Right. That's
blast.
what I thought.
Because he was we won't get into that. But yes, Michael was the one that usually had the concussive.
Right. So the fact that he even had this ability to possibly be killing this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that completely changes.
And would have, had not Michael stepped in.
Yeah. It completely changes how I see Max. I mean, it definitely makes him more of a suspect.
Sure.
Whereas, he's supposed to be that red herring.
Yeah.
That, there's a handprint, which he still could be. He very well could be a red herring, even still. But just to know that he has that ability.
Yes.
Is concerning.
Yeah, it was definitely a darker side for all of them. Like, with Michael and Isabel going into that cafe and, like, harassing Liz, like, that was completely different. Because that was kind of Michael a little bit in the original series with Liz. And it wasn't even that abrasive. It was just kind of like, I'm giving you a look. And also just telling you, like, you better watch yourself.
Right.
You know, but like this one, it was like, I'm literally throwing a knife by you.
Yes.
And like, we're about to
Way
like
more
gang up
aggressive.
on you.
Way
Yeah.
more
I was
aggressive.
scared. I was like, who the hell are these people?
Yeah. It's definitely, as much as it is so familiar, it is so different. And I felt the way about the pilot, but even more so now, like, I just feel like I really don't have any clue what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I can make assumptions based on what happened in the show, the original one, but man, everything is just like Liz, like manipulating Max, like she is.
Let's talk about that.
Gosh, it's so weird, but it's great.
Yeah,
I mean, she's just
smart on her end.
So smart, very smart. I totally get it. It totally makes sense.
Yeah,
but it is really surprising.
Yeah. Oh, and like right away, like basically telling Kyle, "Hey, it was Max."
Yeah, she
FYI.
said that.
I was like, "Oh, so we're already going there."
Yeah,
like, we're already saying
right.
This.
I mean, unless they're gonna say that she. I mean, he was right there.
Yeah.
It's like because it was so zoomed in on her face. I don't know if we're like not supposed to infer that
where
he
it's like
could hear.
gonna cut away in the next episode. Like, what'd you say, Liz? Nothing.
right. But yeah, I don't know. I think that he probably did hear it just to add to the drama of all of that. But I mean, yeah, she's just so much. It's not about how she feels. Like she isn't blinded by affection she has for Max. She's not like, oh, he's my soulmate. Yeah. I mean, her first priority is her sister.
Yes.
Which is really cool. And you know, and just her family in general, her dad. I mean, she's not so overcome by her little hormones, little teenage emotions. She's a woman who has a fiance.
Right?
Apparently.
In Denver, that she just up and left. Yeah, this is like wild and I love it. Yeah. She just like, she does whatever the hell she wants.
All the girls are like way wild. Like Isabel's kinky as shit. Maria's wild, but we knew that she would be. You know, bartender, palm reader, extraordinaire. We love that.
The chick that Max is banging.
Yeah,
she's
partner.
wild.
Yeah.
And I like her, which I'm like kind of hurting for because I'm like, oh, you're the rebound chick.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, 'cause she's cool.
Well,
I liked her.
Yeah, she is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a sharpshooter.
Didn't she show them boys
like,
how it's done?
How did the boys not say, oh, she's a cop, I'm sure she knows how to fire a gun?
Seriously. Like, obviously, when you go through training, you learn how to freaking shoot.
Yeah. Like, that's just ignorant on their part, but I digress.
They were also stupid.
Yeah, and racist.
Stupid and racist.
You know.
Story of our lives.
Exactly.
What is wrong with you?
I'm fine.
No, you're not. Your sister's death wasn't an accident. I think she was murdered. Is there really nobody in this world that you wouldn't risk everything to save?
Then we had little Alex and Michael.
Oh, our favorites.
Just wow.
Whew. First of all, you called it again about regret.
Yeah, Alex was just like, oh, pretend it didn't happen, blah, blah, blah. Michael's like, I don't even remember. I was drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Which, of course, Michael, play it out.
So
and
great.
They're at that bar, man. Are they checking each other out? But they're not. They're like...
Yes. But and then they're like, your house has to be taken over by the government.
Yeah. And I didn't realize Michael's living on the crash site.
Yeah. Makes
so
sense.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah, I love that whole thing with him where he's like, you know, I'm there because, you know, I'm waiting because that's like where we were left and I want to go home. Like, this isn't where I belong.
Yeah, and he's like, I know that's stupid, but also, like, that's me. You guys have a home.
Right.
You know?
Well, I mean, that's always been the whole thing is Max and Isabel, they had a family. They had it all worked out and Michael just... was their add-on, he felt like.
And that was always his frustration, is like, you guys are so settled here. Like, I want to be finding out who we are, like, where we come from. And, like, you guys are fine with this basic life that you guys have. It's really annoying, and I don't get it. But, yeah. And that's the thing, is, like, this Michael is searching for answers. He's got that weird plate thing that is the shimmy.
Rainbows.
Yeah, that like you touch and like does this cool.
It's rainbow because he's gay.
Oh, it's so cute.
Anyway, speaking of, so then, so after they had their whole little confrontation, and then Maria and Alex had a little heart-to-heart, talking about some boy he kissed, which we're probably going to assume was Michael.
Well, because she said, like, at the museum, and didn't Michael mention that at the reunion that, like, hey, remember that time at their museum or whatever. So, yeah, it was totally Michael.
Well, and that she was like, it's a mystery boy, and so you're like, oh, mystery.
I
mystery starts with an N.
I would have loved if she would have gotten really specific, like, you know, like that mystery guy with, like, that curly hair. You know?
Yeah, that would have been cute.
Those sad eyes.
Yeah. Aww. Oh, my gosh.
Because he does.
He does.
Michael.
He's so cute.
That's what's so cute is, like, both of them, like, the original and this one literally have the same, like...
They do. They have a similar face. This one's just way more, like, rugged and like hello.
Keep going.
Exactly. So Alex ends up like showing up at like the trailer, and so they're like talking, and like you think that it's gonna like end in them, you know, I don't know, walking away from each other.
Yeah,
like,
we were both like, oh man, now we're gonna have to wait for like ever for these two to like hook up again.
Yeah. But then they get all, like, emotional, and, like...
God. I was crying. I know.
Yeah. Like, it's, like, legit, like, oh, my God.
Like I never turn away looking... Because he's, like, you never, like, keep looking at me, basically. And Michael's like, I never turn away. Like, I'm always looking at you. And I'm like, oh, Michael. And especially, like, Michael's character, like, when he... You can tell, like, when he's actually pouring his heart out. And, like, when he does, it hits even more. Because he's so guarded.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And Alex noticing that, and Michael going, like, grabbing his arm. And then they're just like, let's get it. Let's get naked.
Like, Alex just walks into the,
just
the trailer.
Like, well,
and
that's
I'm like,
kind of what's great about it. Because it's just kind of like, we don't need to say anything. But I think that still alludes to... There's no definition to the relationship.
Right. It's still casual, but
obviously there's more.
There.
Yeah, they're like, obviously it's very similar to how Max was talking about how he felt about Liz.
Yes.
You know, and how he's felt this way for so long, and if it's been this long, and he hasn't felt that way about anybody else. Like, I feel like this sounds similar. Like, they obviously had a thing.
Yes.
But then Alex, like, went to war.
Yes.
He's trying to show that he's the stand-up macho man. And so...
And they're all feeling that nostalgia, like, being around each other again, because I guess this reunion kind of brought a lot of people... I mean, some of them have stayed there for a while, but, like, kind of brought everyone back together, and, like, even Alex was saying, you know, just being in the bar and kind of like 90s music and stuff, and like seeing you, like it just reminded me of my 17-year-old self looking at you. So it's like all of them are feeling that, these like kind of warm memories of each other that they just really have not let go. And I think that's so neat that that's like a common thing, like you said, with Max and Liz and, you know, Michael and Alex.
Well, and I wonder too if, you know, this whole thing, like maybe Michael did feel like he maybe had a place with Alex. But then Alex even rejecting him and being like, no, I can't be this way. I gotta be with a lady. Like, and that's another reason why he's like, just fuck this place. I want to go home. Like, even like the one thing I found that like I feel something and I like want to protect and keep, I don't even get.
Right.
And, you know, I feel like that could even add to it. That could give him so much confliction.
It's so precious.
It is.
Let's talk about the friend reunion. Because, oh my God, my heart warmed. I was like, finally.
It was so cute. A 3-way hug.
I know. Getting that Liz, Marie, and Alex-ness. Oh, and I need more of that. That's the thing, like, I can't wait for those moments, like, where we get more Maria and Liz. Because those are just the very endearing moments. And that's what helps you get through the stressful situations. Obviously, are your friends. And so I can't wait for getting more of that. Because... we were rewatching the original series before this one came on, and those were those moments that I'm like, oh, I miss that. Like, I need more Maria and Liz.
When Maria and Liz were like walking out, and they were like, she put her head on her shoulder. It was so cute.
Oh my God, so cute. And the checklist of Hawkins.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We'll get to that at another time, but
there's so many like. But the feel was just so different. There
was
so much
different.
more like humor and lighthearted and like, even though it was emotional too.
Right.
But at its heart, it was kind of just fun.
Yeah.
But this one is just so much darker and deeper and drama.
Yeah.
The 3Ds.
The 3Ds. Well, I thought that this was a really interesting episode for Isabel too, because right out of the gate with Michael, she's like lethal, like going to attack Liz. But then I feel like we see a lot of vulnerability in this episode with her too. a little bit. Not enough yet, but, like, I feel like some edges, like, I'm starting to kind of understand her a little bit. I mean, obviously, it's, like, Michael and Max and her. And, like, that's it. Like, no one comes between that. And, like, I'm going to do whatever I can, even if that means me killing someone. Really, it's, like, her mindset to keep us safe. But you could see, like, those vulnerabilities of, well, Max isn't confiding in me, and, like, there's something going on, like, I can sense it. And then she says they're twins, and so I'm kind of curious to find out more about that, like, if they actually are twins, or, like, if they just say that, but they don't really know, because, you know, they came out of the pods. Or, I don't know, they're aliens, maybe they just instinctively just knew. I don't know. Like, I don't know how these aliens work, but...
See, I don't really see her being soft at all. I saw pretty much all of her actions just be extremely manipulative.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah. I saw it as just her just being like, okay, well, I can just get Michael to do this because he won't talk to me. So how can I get what I want? Like, I didn't really see like a softness. Like, yes, she might be caring about what's up with Max, but I think that's just because right now he's doing stupid stuff that could hurt them.
And that very well could be the case.
It could just be because there's so much manipulation in the episode in general. Yeah. Between Liz and then Isabel. Like, there's a lot of...
manipulating all over.
Kyle.
Yeah.
There's lots of different, like, people withholding facts, people twisting the truth.
Everyone's got the secrets.
Exactly. It's really, really interesting that they're not so, like, oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Well, even, you know, watching the first series, you know, the original one... that was episode 3 or whatever, and, like, you were already seeing Isabel being a person.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Just like, oh, she's fine. Like,
yeah.
she was cool.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be like that next episode.
No, not at all.
Like, this is definitely, like, a long haul that it's gonna take. If it does, like, I don't know.
So, the biggest little piece to this puzzle in this episode was our lovely, I always call her psychic, Maria, because she's this goddess now. Yes, Maria, forever. Palm. Maria. So the whole fraudulent zodiac thing.
Yes, after Liz saw in one of her touchy-touchies.
Oh, the touchy-touchy. Oh, vision.
She got touched. And she saw that on Rose's hand it said a fraudulent zodiac, and it stuck with her. So when she asked Maria about it, since Maria knows all about zodiac and things, saying and asking about it, in context to Rosa, and Maria got all like,
she got weird.
Yeah,
I was
she
like,
got real freaked out.
Something. At first, I was like, oh, like fraudulent zodiac, is that like something I don't know about, like mystical stuff?
Right.
Like, is she into some cult
stuff?
Stuff?
She's a Satan worshiper.
I was like, oh no.
Yeah. So then Maria's like, yeah, I saw Rosa write that on her hand on the night that she died. Right here or whatever. Not right there. Whatever. Yeah. I saw her do it. And the night she died. So that was really creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like...
well, and that's what alerted her to be like, that was Max's vision.
Right,
Max was there that night.
Exactly. Like, obviously, Max saw her the night she died. I need to ask him what was the last thing he saw of her.
Yes.
Because maybe he's not telling as much as he knows. Yeah.
Well, which in that vision, you see her, she's hitting him.
Right.
And knocking him back. Right. So you know that they're, which I don't know why Liz didn't be like, why was my sister hitting you? Like, what's up with that?
Right.
You know?
She was just so emotional.
She was so emotional because you're like, oh, you took time to like show me my sister and you were touchy, and it was all sexy and I was into it. And I mean, I was crying because that was like a whole beautiful montage with her sister and them being all cute together.
I know. I can't deal with like sister stuff.
I know.
It makes me emotional. What I kind of want to do is I almost want to like take the week and like delve into that song. Like, I wonder if that's some sort of like Easter egg, or is gonna be you know, that Third Eye Blind song, is it gonna be something that is, you know,
reoccurring?
Yeah, reoccurring, or that has something to do with how she died or why she died.
Apparently
why
she wrote
that lyric?
Yeah, she always writes, or she always wrote specific lyrics on her hand, but like,
or shoes or whatever.
Yeah. So, but you know, was this significant to her at that time?
Yeah. Or is that the writers giving any sort of little like, oh, if you look this up, God of Wine.
Yeah. So maybe do
I don't
that.
know. I'm
you
interested.
guys look, tweet at us at Cafe Crashdown. Let us
Yes.
know, looking at the lyrics, if there's something that you guys see. We'll let you know too next week if we see a little Easter egg.
Indeed.
And now it's time for Roswell's very own Babe Watch.
This week on Babe Watch, it's another tough one. Seriously, these people need to stop being so damn attractive. It's very difficult. I hesitate to give 2 weeks in a row to the same people. Although, again, Michael was shirtless and Alex was like tugging at his pants. We know they're getting into things that we all need some binoculars to be viewing ourselves. But I think I might give this one to Liz. She was so emotional and so just, I don't know, there's something about her that was very raw this week that is extremely attractive in a man or a woman. And yeah, I just have to say that I think second week's gotta go to Liz. Babe Watch.
Okay, so Miss Psychic herself, because you predicted so many great things in this episode. What do you forecast for episode 3?
Okay. I still don't think that Alex and Michael are gonna be a thing yet.
No.
I think there's definitely still going to be tension. I don't know if maybe something will happen with Alex's dad. Now that he finished up with Kyle, maybe he'll go back to Alex.
Yeah.
And be like, you better not be gay, son.
We don't got time for that. We're hunting aliens.
Yeah. And like, obviously, there's a lot of conflict there. So something will happen. They'll be like, I can't do this. I just can't do this. It'll be that sort of, no, wait.
Yeah.
No, stop. I can't.
Oh, and then we're going to have sad Michael. And he's going to be reckless. Reckless Michael.
Ooh, we love Reckless Michael.
We love Reckless Michael.
But yeah, so either that'll be the beginnings of that, I'm thinking. So Liz is going to be digging.
Manipulating and digging.
Yeah. She said she wants to get to know Max better. So I don't know if that's going to be maybe trying to seduce him or something. Get him to talk.
Which is going to be confusing because you know she has feelings for him.
Right.
You know, so.
She's blinded.
Blinded. She has rage in her.
She does.
She's gonna find out who killed her sister.
Yeah,
and Max knows.
He does know. And I'm hoping that we maybe uncover a little more about Rosa. Either another little snippet maybe from Isabel or I don't know, just like, oh, that Liz is digging where she shouldn't be or whatever.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, because things are moving so fast. So it's like, are we going to have it towards the end of this episode, like Liz has that confrontation with Max and like calls him out on it? Or are we going to wait another episode? Or like is something's going to...
I don't know.
That's what I mean. It's like moving so fast. I'm like, oh geez, I don't know. I mean,
could be.
Old show-wise, no. I would say a couple episodes before that, but...
Yeah.
We're going to get some more touchy-touchy?
Well, isn't her handprint gone?
I mean, you can still touch her.
I mean, that's true. But the whole guise was touchy because if you touch the handprint, it will be connected in all ways, if you know what I'm saying.
There'll still be a connection there.
Yes, no, totally. So yeah, maybe some touchy. I don't know. I could also see her being so disgusted with him.
True.
Until she learns something more, maybe she's not going to be intimate with him.
Yeah.
She needs to find out, unless she feels like that's her only way.
Yeah.
Well, her and Kyle could team up now that he knows.
I think they definitely will. Are
they going to go to the sergeant?
I don't think they will right away. Because there was some hesitation there with Kyle and the sergeant. Like, I don't think Kyle trusts the sergeant. Yeah. Obviously, because he was holding back information from the sergeant. So, I think that not yet. I think, and he may say, like, Liz, like, maybe we should, like, go to this guy. I won't tell you who it is. I can't say, but like, they've got resources, and she's probably gonna be like, no, like, I need to take care of this myself. Yeah. No, you either help me and do it my way, or you can get the hell out. Like, I just see her being that kid.
True. Yeah. So true.
I don't know. I want more Maria, Alex, Liz interaction, but more Maria. I want more Maria.
Yeah, she's really the one out of the 6, I think.
Yeah, that we haven't gotten anything, because Alex has a storyline. But Maria's, we haven't seen a storyline.
She's a side bitch right now.
Yeah, and that's really disappointing.
Yeah.
So
I think she'll get more important.
I do too. Yeah. She has to. Yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely super interested just to see where it goes. Because I have no idea.
Yeah, and again, like we were talking about, this is such a darker version of kind of what we're used to. So yeah, I'm just really curious to see where it goes. I want to get more out of Isabel because we still have this like one note thing,
Yeah.
you know, so I'm excited to kind of pull more out of that because we're seeing a lot of vulnerability from Michael now, especially through Alex. So, and we obviously, Max is super vulnerable.
Yes.
Obviously, he wears his emotions on his sleeves.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get more out of Isabel's character. Max obviously has this little booty call with the chick that he's working with. And obviously he's doing that because he's super upset that Liz was like, oh, I actually don't have feelings for you. You were right. It was totally this connection kind of a thing. So he's hurt.
Right.
And I'm sure he's going to utilize that chick, and that's sad. I feel bad for her.
Yeah, she was cool.
She's cool. I like her. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us for our second episode. Second episode. Like, I can't believe that.
Here we go.
Of what?
Of the Roswell Recap. Roswell Recap is so great.
Yes, so catch us next Thursday as we recap episode 3. And I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Roswell Recap.
Roswell Recap.
Hey there, sci-fi fans.
Ooh, hello.
You know what you need to do? You need to click subscribe to our channel. That way you can catch us every Thursday for what?
The Roswell Recap.
Roswell Recap!
We're going to dive into some of our favorite sci-fi television shows and movies.
What?
And some that we've never seen before.
Oh, Lord. You know that you guys can actually tweet us at Cafe Crashdown and let us know some of your favorite TV shows and movies that you recommend for us to break down.
And after we watch them, we will either thank you for such a great pick or curse you for a shitty one. So recommend at your own risk. We will be live tweeting on Tuesdays.
Yes.
When we're watching Roswell, New Mexico on the CW.
Yep.
And you can catch us with the hashtag CW Roswell Recap.
I'm sorry, wait. What did you say?
The Roswell Recap!
Roswell Recap!
Roswell Recap! Oh, it's the Roswell
See you
Recap.
Thursday.
Woo!